It's happened, guys. They've officially refreshed the Model Y, and I know everybody probably doesn't think this is the biggest deal in the world, but it is technically the most popular vehicle in the world, which has never been refreshed like this before. Front, back, inside, there's a lot of changes, and there's no time for editing, so I'm literally just going to be pulling up some of the photos for you here. But yes, the rumors were true, the leaks were real. We've got a light bar, and there's physical lines on the sides to separate them from the headlights. And I'm thankful to say, in person, well, you know, not in person, but with marketing pictures, it actually does look a lot better than I anticipated. And I like that the front lines are now integrated into where that light bar is around the headlights. The videos from first impressions appear to show a much larger frunk space, although it's not a powered frunk, which is a bummer. But thankfully, there are a few surprises, especially when it comes to the tail light design. It's kind of an indirect light bar. So this is like a reflective surface in the back, and then there's a light strip underneath the bumper, and that provides all this extra lighting, which is really cool. I think it looks pretty great, and I'm excited that it's available for China right now, Giga Shanghai, but that includes everywhere that factory ships to, like Australia, where we are right now. And there were a few surprises as well with the interior. Like, for example, there is still a blinker stock. Who thought that was going to happen? Now, I've heard this might actually just be in a few regions, but yeah, on this particular model in, I think, Australia and a few parts of China, of course, you still just signal with a stock instead of using individual blinker buttons, but that's probably going to change depending on the market. It might be a regulatory thing, but it's kind of interesting to see Tesla refresh and still have some stocks in store. But especially in white, I think this Stormtrooper look is pretty dope, especially with the V4 superchargers. Really like that. And there's two different wheel options that are new, but as far as range is concerned, probably not a big boost. Most of the early range numbers that they're reporting on the website are looking like maybe a 3% boost in range, so a little bit better, but probably nothing you're really going to notice. 3%, there's so many variables that go into range you probably won't notice. But they're also doing powered second row seats. This was something I did not expect. I don't think anybody was predicting this, but yeah, in the second row, using the same switch from the trunk, you can now raise the seats automatically and lower them without them having to flop back and forth so much or have you get into the second doors to lift them up. So powered now, which is cool. Also, bumper camera is confirmed. I hope that makes it to the US market, but yeah, there is a front bumper camera now, just like on the Cybertruck. And something else they're doing, which I didn't think a lot of people were expecting, is a launch series. Just like the Cybertruck, there is people who want to get this Model Y obviously sooner. Well, if you're willing to pay a little bit more for it, you get designated badging on the back and puddle lights with this new kind of ludicrous Model 3 style badge on the back and in the puddle lights. Also on the door sills, it says launch series. So just little details like Alcantara on the dash as well. Nothing probably that makes it worth the premium. Depending on the market, you know, it's several $1,000s more. And there's no performance Model Y right now. Pretty much it's only the rear wheel drive and the long range dual motor. So kind of interesting. I thought they might want to start with performance this time, but it seems like they're just doing exactly what they did with the Model 3 refresh as far as the release cycle goes. Aside from that, like, the lighting is very different, obviously, and I suppose it's a good thing that they didn't decide to just repeat the exact headlight design and rear design. I'm glad they tried to do something different, and seeing it now through Tesla's own marketing images and all of the videos, which will be linked in the description below so you can watch them for yourselves, it's pretty impressive. I think the design is unique enough, although yes, light bars are getting a little bit cliche these days. Tesla, I think, has found a way to make the vehicle feel more cyber-esque and kind of lean into that post-apocalyptic future that we've come to know from the Cybercab and the Cybertruck. So this is the Cyber Model Y now, I suppose, but yeah, it's cool that there's still a gear stock. We got the front bumper camera. Please bring that to the US. And the powered second row seats, plus improved suspension as well. So of course, ventilated seats on the front, and the door designs even don't look the same as the Model 3 refresh. They look a lot more angular and sharp, but the sound system should be amazing. pricing seems a little bit higher than before depending on your region, but I'm sure over time they'll be able to lower prices accordingly once they catch up on all of the orders coming in. But what do you guys think? Are you going to be ordering one? Feel free to let me know in the comments below, and I promise we'll have more edited videos in the future again. So thanks, take care, see you soon.